Hey, what's going on, everybody? This your boy Nextmovetv, and hey, look, I need to get into this information real quick, so I ain't gonna even try to get through all that crazy YouTube intro. Of course, I want everybody to subscribe if you new and drop a like, but what I really want y'all to do is stay tuned for the whole video. I want you to pay attention to all of the details, all right? Because I got some information that I researched and I've been researching, and also I've just been thinking because of things I've saw over the past few years. So I'm going to show you some information that was leaked over the past few years, and basically I'm gonna show y'all why there won't be a quote unquote GTA 6 and why this new version of Grand Theft Auto will be what everybody is considering GTA 6. So I need y'all to bear with me. But like I said, stay tuned in for the whole video, because every segment is going to show another screenshot of some information, and then you're going to understand at the end why I'm saying what I'm saying. Yeah, so this information pretty much gonna kill all of the rumors flat out. I'm gonna say this real quick too. Mind y'all, it took them 7 years to give us the game that we have today. 12 in total. It took them 5 years to build GTA, and then 7 additional years to give us the Grand Theft Auto Online that we see today. Now, mind you, why would they remake the game and give us Los Santos again? Because eventually we'll have to go back there, take all of those stats, rebuild them all over again for all of those contact missions, adversary modes, all of that. Take all the consideration. Why would they redo all of that and then try to make up a story good enough to say, listen, y'all, understand the reason why y'all got to start over, but still go back to Los Santos and not have access to anything is because of this. We about to kill all of that. Look at this right here. Look at this info I'm about to show y'all. All right, so you see this? This is from this leaker from years ago. This information was leaked in 2015, but it came out in 2016 on Mr. Boss for the Wins channel. I'm gonna give him that credit. He did put this out there. But if you could see, this is before any of these DLCs ever came out. A few of them has not come out, but one in particular, as you can see, is the biker DLC. Now, mind you, this is before the biker DLC was even came out. This is before it was rumored. This is before the gun running DLC. All right, this was right after the Benny's DLC, basically. So this guy had this information already in detail. As you can see, it says biker DLC purchase Clubhouse to activate biker free roam missions. All right. Now I'm gonna get on to the next segment. I'm gonna show y'all another screenshot. But mind y'all what I said earlier about them coming up with these DLCs, having them planned out, how long that takes. Why would they keep doing this? Or why would they do that for a bunch of maps that would take 20 to 30 years? You know what I mean? They could just do it year by year, map by map. Look at this. Boom. Now, again, it's a few things in here we haven't seen. Haven't. That's the key word, haven't. But I believe that we will see it. The key things on this screenshot right here is the Northampton and Liberty City and San Fierro Los Venturas online map expansions with those dollar signs next to them, the euros and the dollar signs. That means that they'll have to be paid. One thing that's incorrect about this info, though, is the date. Now, I believe that the dates were changed due to the success of Grand Theft Auto Online and due to the way that the PS4 and the PS5, the consoles, the way all of that played out, and the way that the sales played out on the PlayStation compared to the Xbox. So Rockstar had to rework a couple of things for the future of Grand Theft Auto. But if y'all see where I'm going with this, you see what I'm saying? You see how they got, well, that one's 2017, that one 2018. Now those dates are probably wrong, but they planned on doing this 1 year after the next. You see what I'm saying? So that lets you know that they already been working on this. They had to be. You already seen the information that was correct. Now check this out. It says at the top about Yan's info source. We're gonna go down past that. Look where it says all cities CEO type VIP death matches, racers, creators, all of that, right? It says all of those game modes, all right, will be in every city from the start. Two paid DLCs. But we already know that if you don't got the PS5, you have to pay for the new version of Grand Theft Auto. There's been no other DLC or nothing dealing with Grand Theft Auto where you had to pay for it in order to pay. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have, I mean, to play it. You feel me? So if y'all take a look at everything on this page, the information about the stock market, the information about Liberty City at the bottom needed to be reworked, and because you know the high definition model was off a little bit. Mind y'all, they also made people this development team called Open for Development Team. They have a YouTube channel. They made them take out this mod that was a Grand Theft Auto 4 version of Liberty City. They sent them a cease to exist letter and told them to take that out. All right. They said they can have every other mod, but you have to take that out. Why would you think they tell them that? Why would they tell them that? Look at this information about the casino. All right. Now this came out in 2015. The casino didn't come out until years later, but they had the information down pat. You would work for casino bosses who in turn pay GTA casino chips. That can be gambled in house with possibility of turning the chips into GTA cash. A DLC exclusive only. You alright? You feel me? The stock market will not be as expected. This is showing you how the associates are actually the investors. But mind you, this information came out in 2015 or 2015 before these DLCs even dropped. That was the last year that the game was on PS3 and it was transferring or transitioning over to PS4. But they also say the stock market is going to be available in Liberty City. Crate smuggling limited to Los Santos. See what I'm saying? Why would they make a whole new game? Look at this. Boom. Vice City not until GTA 6 sometime around 2020 at the very earliest. Now, this is where the Vice City rumor came out because it's closer to the 2020 release date that he predicted. And this is the information they've been trying to go off of. But in reality, Vice City probably will drop day one with Los Santos on this newer version, but it's not going to be a GTA 6 in 2023, 2024. It's all gonna come out this year. I'm telling you, not all of these maps at once, but it's gonna be one map released alongside of Los Santos. They're not gonna build a new GTA and then have to redo all of those stats just so in the story mode you can somehow still travel back to Los Santos and all the other maps they created. Once you get back to Los Santos after playing in Vice City these new maps, you're gonna say, damn, man, I remember I had all these cars here and properties and all these, you know what I'm saying? And it's cool that I started in Vice City and this whole game is new and all this is cool, but man, it would have been nice if I could have kept the cars that I had on the old Grand Theft Auto because they on this new version still. Anyway, what other cars they gonna use? They gonna have to bring the Buffaloes and the Benzes, the armored vehicles that they brought from the finance and felony updates, all of the Bugattis and Lamborghinis and foreign cars and lowriders and customizations that they brought. They're gonna have to bring all of that back. So why go through all of that and why kill your staff like that? Why kill your pockets like that with remarketing a game and paying for all of this shit when you don't have to? But anyways, look at this before we move on to the next slide at the bottom here. Both DLCs will be priced equivalent to a full game. Boom. Liberty City will enable you to trade on the stock market. And North Yankton and Los Santos Casino scheduled to drop together. That didn't happen, but they'll let you know that they also plan on bringing on North Yankton. You know what I'm saying? It all makes sense. It all makes sense. All they're going to do is release a new version of Grand Theft Auto using the newest Rage engine, Rockstar Advanced Gaming engine, and they're going to add these maps. Look at this right here. Dan Houser said, this was, I believe, in 2017. He said Grand Theft Auto would not be released, Grand Theft Auto 6, quote unquote, in the age of Trump. All right. So he said this before the elections even came up. So he had to know that Grand Theft Auto or Trump wasn't going to be president again, first of all. You know what I'm saying? That's probably where the 2024 date was predicted from because they said, well, if he is in office for 8 years, then we're releasing 2024, but he's gone. So they're going to get it out of there now. Also, look at this. This is proof. In that last segment or that last screenshot you seen, I forgot to say something, but he said in there that he didn't know what they were going to do with Grand Theft Auto 6 anyway. You know what I'm saying? But they wasn't going to release it during the Trump era. Boom. Next thing you know, they released this article during the Sony press conference last year when they released the consoles. And they let everybody know that it was going to be a new version of Grand Theft Auto and that it was coming to the new consoles only and that it was going to be reworked not just visually but with technical improvements and performance enhancements. And it's going to take full advantage of the latest hardware. That's the key words in this whole fucking paragraph. If they taking full advantage of the hardware once, why would they do it again years later just to drop another game? Think about that. Why would you take full advantage of the new gen hardware and software just to turn around and have your staff members rework their magic and take full advantage of it again and build a whole new game? Don't make sense. This right here also confirms that. Just here recently, Rockstar took down the mods that allowed people to play on those old maps: Liberty City, Vice City, and San Andreas, and San Fierro and Los Venturas. Why? Not because they about to create some trilogy where you can play them old games all over again. No, you're not going to need to. What's going to happen is they're going to rework all those maps using the new gen tech, and it's going to all be on one game. I'm trying to tell y'all. If you don't believe me, I want you to go back in this video and re-look at those screenshots once again and think about everything I've been saying. This here is just another screenshot of from I forgot which website, but I'm gonna leave all of the links in the description so you guys could go and check it out yourself. But this here is just them informing people that those mods have been removed and they've been removed permanently as of July 17th. Feel me? So hurry up and get you a PS5 because if you have an Xbox, you're gonna have to pay for the new version of Grand Theft Auto, and it's not coming out on PC in November of this year. Also, it's just something else. This is just more backup so people can understand what I'm saying. Feel me? I don't really like to drag videos all like that, but I just want to put evidence up here. That's it. I just want people to understand, really look at the details, think about from a business perspective. You know what I mean? Just think about it from a business perspective. But this is information from the DLC that they're about to release. Look at this last paragraph. It don't talk about the future of Grand Theft Auto on PS4. It's specifically talking about the PS5. See what I'm talking about? That means no more PS4 updates. None. You see this? All they go doing is talking about this update that's happening right now instead of them saying stay tuned for future details about other updates. You know how they usually end off every news wire like that? To let you basically know, hey, yeah, we got some more shit coming in the future. This ain't it, so stay tuned. They didn't do that this time. They drug out this DLC because it's the last one, and this is what's going to help us transition into the new generation version of Grand Theft Auto. Mainly, particularly Grand Theft Auto Online, because that's their cash cow. That's where they're getting all their bread from. All right, though. But listen, with that being said, I want y'all to do some research yourself. Check the articles out. I'm gonna leave the links in the description. You know what I'm saying? And also check out the YouTube channel Open for Development Team. If you go to my Instagram page, I had actually screen recorded and reposted it when they were successful with that mod, where they had Liberty City and Los Santos on the same map in an online server, and players were able to drive cars and operate on both of them without anything glitching. Rockstar told them to stop that immediately. Think about it. Why? If you guys aren't launching another game with map expansions possible until the mid 2020s, why does it matter if somebody in 2016 or 17 come out with a mod using the old engine, the old graphics, the old display system, all that? Why would it matter? Why would it hurt y'all some? I mean, there's other mods out here that's killing the game. Let me tell you why. Because it's part of their cash cow. It's part of their financial plan. And they don't want anything interfering in that. Anything else they can overlook. But this is important to them because this is a part of their financial plan. This is where they're going to make their money at. They're trying to give us what we want. That's why there's some of these DLCs for the PS4 and the Xbox were shitty. Didn't make sense. But listen, though, I'm out, y'all. Subscribe. And make sure y'all tune in on Tuesday because I will be going on a crazy spending spree when that DLC drop early in the morning. So tune in.